ratings by 80%, Drudges by 60%. You'll notice, even though they've lowered it artificially with a new algorithm, we're going up because we're exploding. In the real graphs, it's like this. It's going, up at a 90-degree angle. I mean, just 6 months ago, we were listed like number 300 in the U.S. Now they've got us ranked 1,113. But it's just imaginary. I mean, it's just funny that they do this stuff. It's ridiculous. And it isn't working. You know how many people in the last week started clicking on the free video feed at Infowars.com? In 1 week, I'm going to show this coming up this week. We're going to get all the graphs. Our web streams tripled in 1 week. We've got 1 billion views on YouTube. What did Mark Twain say? Rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. We're going to give you the huge news coming up why they hate us. Introducing Secret 12, the new InfoWars Life vitamin B12 formulation. Secret 12 is a binary of nutramedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12, methylcobalamin, the same kind used in B12 injections, and adenosylcobalamin. Secret 12 is simply taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Secure your revolutionary Secret 12 formula right now at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com. What lies at the heart of InfoWars and everything we do? At the core is fellow human beings of every race, color, and creed across the United States and the planet that believe in personal liberty. And it's people like you that have promoted the radio broadcast to their friends and family. It's people like you that have bought the high-quality products at InfoWarsStore.com that have made everything we do possible. And that's why I want to salute you. You have helped us build this operation. You don't stand beside us or behind us or even in front of us. You stand at the heart of InfoWars. That's why in the month of April, we're offering some of the biggest specials yet to introduce listeners to these high-quality nutraceuticals at InfoWarsLife.com. 50% off high-quality colloidal silver bullet. Buy 2 X2 nascent iodines. Get 1 fluoride shield absolutely free and free shipping. 50% off silver bullet. Free shipping. Free bottles of fluoride shield detoxer. Find the specials at InfoWarsLife.com.
I want more candy. I want more video games. Line.
And it's that type of behavior that spurred me to do the research to develop a true nutraceutical formula that was designed to smooth out and help children focus. All of our children are hit with modern mind control. Television, music, fast food, GMOs, sugars, you name it. Young humans have not yet developed their nervous system and are being hammered daily by globalist concoctions. It's no wonder they can't focus and calm down and then are put on dangerous psychotropic drugs. Working with my team, we set out to find the best formula with the highest quality ingredients that children would actually like and take. We worked with the leading manufacturer in nutritional supplements that are safe for children to bring you the most affordable and powerful calming formula out there. Introducing Child Ease with herbs and calming extracts like chamomile and lemon balm and essential nutrients that taste great. Obtain your Child Ease today at InfoWarsLife.com. That's Child Ease exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com. Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our immune support infusion blend. You will be supporting a free press, all the while enjoying a truly great-tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Waging war.
Waging war on corruption. It's Alex Jones.
It's a time. All right, I'm going to get into all the incredibly important news, but Buckley was actually able to run into Google Analytics and just show the ratings just on one of our free video streams on Infowars.com in just the last couple weeks. And you can see a tripling, if they give me a document cam shot, a tripling in those numbers just the last 2 weeks right there from Infowars.com/show. And we're going to make a big deal out of this because if you just search Nielsen caught in fraud for cable news, you'll find them doing it for MSNBC and CNN over and over again over the years. And the same thing with radio ratings. And we saw immediately this start with ad agencies and with Alexa 6 months ago with us. So just so everybody knows, the gun kicks as hard as it shoots. All you guys pulling this, A, it didn't do anything to us except show us that you're dropping the hammer or trying to. And B, it's just going to discredit you. Because I'm going to ferret in, I'm going to show it all. So you want to be discredited? Alexa, others, we're coming after you. WorldNet Daily already wrote one a few months ago about it, and I'm just too busy to stay focused on it. But, man, it is intensifying. And that's because it scares them that this show has, the Sunday show, a couple million terrestrial listeners, millions on other platforms, YouTube, 600,000 podcasters or more, stuff like that. 100,000 people watching on the streams, hundreds of thousands listening on the audio streams. It freaks them out. 3 million listening conservatively weekdays. 20 million one way or another every week. So you'll just, kind of like Hitler in the bunker, would fire generals that didn't bring him fake reports that he was winning when the Russians were a mile away from his lair. There it is. MSNBC ratings cratered to all-time lows. Fox News tops Q1, CNN up. Yeah, that's Deadline Live. That's new. Click web. Click Nielsen caught in fake ratings. It comes out perennially. Every year, there's an article, and they do it for the, quote, liberal channels, the Jacobin channels. And coming up, I said I'd do this Friday. I didn't. I'm going to document at the start of the next hour the history of May Day and the French Revolution and the birth of modern, quote, left-hand path liberalism. And the left-hand path, if you search it in Encyclopedia Britannica, it means Satanism. I'm going to read from Encyclopedia Britannica and from mainline sources. The French Revolution on record was a Luciferian event. And I'm going to read to you from the encyclopedia and from the dictionary where all this stuff comes from. These people are not liberals in the Renaissance sense that started 500 years ago. They were criminals trying to hijack the Renaissance 250 years ago. They tried to hijack our revolution. It didn't work. So there's a battle over these ideas, and our ideas are popular and are transcending in the free market of ideas the fascist left. That's what they are. But they use socialism to control at the grassroots, exempt the ultra-rich from taxes, and have a fascist system above it. And the dumbed-down left always goes, socialism and fascism fight with each other. Hitler and the Soviets fought with each other. That's just two different crime syndicates fighting. National Socialist is what Nazi comes from. And yes, Hitler was a fascist, a corporatist, but he used socialism to get into power. So we're going to break all of this down today. Now, we have huge news on the situation in Baltimore. 96% of the national poll are bracing for a summer of race riots. That's in the Wall Street Journal. We're going to give you the rest of the story because I'll tell you, the more I call for not rioting with police, the more I call for not killing the police, the more I call for unity, the more the establishment attacks me. And the trolls. So we're going to break down the big secret that folks don't want people to know about coming up in the next segment. Guys, will you print me the Washington Times on Soros giving $33 million to get riots going in Ferguson? I want to cover that one exhibit, but it goes beyond that. And then I'll tie it into the same game plan they've been running since the 1770s in Europe. And George Washington wrote letters about this. In fact, print me the George Washington Illuminati letters. Go to Library of Congress. Best way is just type in George Washington, letters on Illuminati, click images, and you can just print them that way. There's scans of his letters saying they're trying to hijack our legitimate, enlightened revolution of the Renaissance. They're very dangerous. We need to defeat them, and that's why we were able to stop them. So that's all coming up. I mean, it's the same fight, the same blueprint. We're up against it today. History just repeats itself. We know the plan. We know the enemy. We know their strategy. We know how to beat them. That's why they're coming after us, because we recognize them. We see them. It's the allegory as they live. We got the sunglasses that can see. Now, we've had a moment of the political realignment happening right now that's got the establishment so scared with Congress with a 7 to 9% approval rating, depending on which poll, where you have a moment in the Republican Party with the Tea Party taking it over to a great extent that scares the establishment and the John Boehners. And you've got them out saying Jade Helms, no big deal, and the usual suspects like former Lieutenant Governor and CIA operative Dewhurst, saying we hate the troops and all this disinfo, and we say there's going to be martial law. But Dewhurst says it's coming into vogue now to be against the military on the streets like it was in the 60s. See, he's scared. Because what if the Tea Party gets him the Bill of Rights and Constitution? And he's implying we're a bunch of hippies hating the military. No, we're not. We're against the globalists running it, openly training them to take on the Tea Party and gun owners. And what scares them is all over talk radio, people are getting this. And town halls are getting filled up all over Texas and Utah saying no, and they're canceling. In fact, we print me those articles, I forgot. Jade Helm operations all over the U.S. right now. Because people are getting it. And as Ted Cruz said, they don't trust the federal government anymore. And Bloomberg has attacked him. Ted Cruz on Jade Helm. David Weigel did this report for YouTube. It was picked up by Bloomberg. Ted Cruz says he's asked the Pentagon for answers on Jade Helm. We're going to play a clip of this, come back and break it down. And then we're going to get into media disinformation, creating straw men about what we're really saying about Jade Helm. But let's go ahead and play these incisive words, powerful words by Ted Cruz.
Well, I have a great deal of faith and confidence in Governor Abbott. He is a longtime friend and mentor of mine. You know, I understand the concern that's been raised by a lot of citizens about Jade Helm. It's a question I'm getting a lot. And I think part of the reason is we have seen for 6 years a federal government disrespecting the liberty of the citizens. And that produces fear when you see a federal government that is attacking our free speech rights or religious liberty rights or Second Amendment rights. That produces distrust as to government. Now, my office, we've reached out to the Pentagon to inquire about this exercise. We're assured that it is a military training exercise. And I have no reason to doubt those assurances, but I understand the reason for concern and uncertainty, because when the federal government has not demonstrated itself to be trustworthy in this administration, the natural consequence is that many of the citizens don't trust what it's saying.
What an admission now. This is so important. This is so powerful. And it's really got the system shook up because they can't control the narrative anymore. We're going to break down their lies, their fraud, their deception when we come back.
Let's talk about the real war on women. First-wave feminism was a noble cause, but modern feminists? Well, instead of fighting for, say, paid and protected maternity leave, they want to ban words, shirts, and manspreading. Come on. That's cultural Marxism, which asserts that culture and language is responsible for oppressing women and not the state. The truth is, the state encourages gender wars. It's a divide and conquer tactic designed to keep us fighting amongst ourselves. In fact, the feminist movement was hijacked by the political class to exploit women. As the late Aaron Russo revealed, the Rockefellers bankrolled feminism, and not because they had any interest in women's rights, but because women in the workforce was the ultimate trifecta. The state collects more tax